This is probably the nicest way to arrive in Hamburg. The city enjoys its fair share of tourists, but its port earns the city far more money as a transit hub for global trade. Hamburg has profited from Germany's exporting prowess, but the forecasts are not that great. Andreas Feike represents Hamburg entrepreneurs. The mood is not optimistic. The economic outlook is clouding over, and then there are the banks and their growing reluctance to grant loans.
The mood is always determined by how strong the economy is and how much money medium-sized firms are getting from banks. Loans are what they depend on. Deteriorating economic prospects are always connected to the behavior of creditors, the banks.
And that uncertainty is evident on the ground, as seen with a company specializing in theme restaurants. Christian Steinbach wanted to expand on his concept, but then ran into a brick wall when it came to banks funding his plans.
We've done feasibility tests and even calculated sample figures, but they were still reluctant, so at one point we just said that's enough.
Only recently did he finally find a bank, so his plans for another so-called roller coaster restaurant are now back on track. Whether his business will go up or downhill is partly dependent on the euro crisis. The owner is worried about the repercussions for tourism in the city.
We're a restaurant that depends on the frequency of our guests, so we're concerned about whether and how things will go from here.
We're off to meet an industry expert. Kirchhoff Consult services are in demand worldwide. Among those services are advising companies on stock market flotations. Klaus Rainer Kirchhoff's firm is itself a mid-sized company. His job is to help others weather economic storms. Close contact with clients gives him an accurate picture of the situation.
It's really deteriorated. I think it will hit Hamburg. Hamburg is a big city with international connections. There are a lot of trading companies with worldwide contacts. And they notice the anxiety, that the economy is deteriorating everywhere and the recession is deepening.
Mid-sized companies are fighting to stay afloat in the wake of the euro crisis, as the city hopes it will be spared the worst of the storms ahead.